Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Minor technical difficulties right now, I apologize.
It just wouldn't be the Giant Bomb Community Tournament if there weren't technical difficulties.
Oh yeah, I know what you're saying. It wouldn't be any stream for me if there weren't slight technical difficulties.
I'm really hoping I'll just come through. Like, my first game I tried to cast, I had robot voice, and it was dumb. And then the second one went okay, but I was really quiet, so hopefully I'm loud enough.
Yeah, I can definitely hear you loud and clear, so if you're streaming, then you're probably good to go. Alright, and mass DCs from everyone.
Good start.
I'm guessing they're gonna
So on the Radiant side, we've got no one playing the no one. We got a remake.
hopefully we'll be able to get this draft underway pretty quickly.
Okay.
So, we have the Butt Riders versus Nigma Stole My Bike.
The Butt Riders. This is actually POTM's Up. I don't know why they've changed their name. That's gonna be crazy, but
That would appear that it would appear that everyone is tagged up as POTM's Up, so guess they're just getting cheeky with us.
why not?
We'll have a first ban out from the Dire side here, not wanting to play against that Tinker.
I'm trying to take a little
Hello?
notes because we.
Procaster?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm trying to take a little notes because we
Okay.
actually play POTM's Up tomorrow.
Alright, well good luck with that match.
Yeah, Tinker on POTM, like, I've seen them play a Tinker before, and they actually kind of wrecked with it, so it's kind of surprising to see them go ahead and ban it. Maybe they know something about Nigma we don't.
That's a true point. You never know, it seems like in these smaller tournaments, everyone either knows the teams really well, or they don't know the other team at all, so they could know something about Nigma Stole My Bike. Maybe they just have a disgustingly good Tinker player on the other team. Which, to be honest, isn't too hard to do, seeing as that hero is a little bit broken in my opinion.
Yeah, he can completely take over a game if you let him.
Yeah, it can be disgusting how quickly he can just snowball out. He gets 1 or 2, maybe even 3 early game kills, and he gets Boots of Travels by 10 or 11 minutes on top of a Soul Ring and a Blink Dagger at maybe 14 or 15 minutes. He can be all over the map, he can help gank, he can farm efficiently with March of the Machines, he can take down towers by just slaughtering creep waves with March. Just rearm, go right back to base, rinse and repeat. He's absolutely a filthy hero.
Yeah, and then using all that farm to pick up your Dagon, your E-Blade. I mean, you can just... all supports are just food at that point.
Exactly. Anyone with under about 1500 HP can just say goodnight the moment. I'd say about 38 to 40 minutes into the game, when Tinker finally finishes that Dagon 5 on top of his E-Blade, you will not be getting out of a fight alive if you are a squishy support, or even a squishy underfarmed carry. I've seen Tinker games with a Faceless Void who's underfarmed, and Tinker just pops in, blows him up in lane, and then waddles on out of there, and there's nothing Faceless Void or even other carries can do about it.
Interesting ban. Usually you don't want to go up against the Void Skywrath combo, but they let the Skywrath through and risk taking the Void, and that's exactly what POTM's grabbed. They took Faceless Void on with their first pick after Nigma takes Tidehunter, and then POTM's up also grabs the Witch Doctor.
Yeah, and that combination is it's pretty scary. You get that Death Ward in there, even just land the Chronosphere on 1 or 2 heroes, and you know that's 1 or 2 easy kills for your Faceless Void and Witch Doctor to just pick up and then walk away with 600 gold in their pockets, and just a few cooldowns were wasted. But 600 gold, I don't know if that's a wasted cooldown for me.
Yeah, and with the Faceless Void Witch Doctor combination, I mean, if they catch 5 people in a Chrono late game when Witch Doctor has his Ags, it's going to be all over for Nigma.
Oh yeah. That is going to be a lot of damage coming out, and last time POTM's Up, man, these names are going to throw me off. Last time POTM's Up played Faceless Void, they actually had him in the offlane, and I believe it was a Target turned the game around with 1 3-man Chronosphere into an Epicenter at bot lane. It was about probably 5-1, and they had quite a big gold deficit, but that 1 Chronosphere Epicenter really switched the game into POTM's Up favor, and they actually ended up steamrolling about after that point.
Yeah, well-timed Chrono. Yeah, well-timed Chrono, well-placed Chrono can just. I mean, it is probably one of the strongest skills in the entire game if landed. But I mean, that's why I think Ags is so important for Faceless, just to have that Chrono up whenever available. What's up, baby? I couldn't hear what you said.
I'm having some video issues. Yeah, sorry, I'm having some video issues, so I'm going to disconnect and then reconnect real quick.
Okay, I'll try to take it while you're gone. So a couple more bans have come out. We've got the Razor and the Death Prophet banned by POTM's Up. We've got the Brewmaster and the Silencer banned by Nigma. So not wanting to go up against all that silence, and especially the Brew with his split. Just so powerful early game that could help POTM's Up kind of snowball a little bit. And if you've got a team snowballing with a Faceless Void, that's just ridiculous. Got a Viper picked up by
Sorry,
POTM's.
I'm back.
Okay, and Nigma picks up the Bane. So they got all their supports and probably a core offlaner. So gonna be interested to see what they pick up as their 2 main cores, their mid and their safe lane farmer.
Yeah, I agree. Unfortunately, it appears that my draft screen is cut in half, so I'm only going to be able to see these last 2 picks from each team, and you're going to have to fill me in on the bans, because I'm not sure what's going on here, but the entire just draft screen is thrown off a little bit.
Dodo, why are you so broke? I guess that new update's kind of throwing something off.
I know it's going to be the tech apocalypse. Everything's going to be blowing up, so I'm not too surprised that it's happening already.
Yeah, so they pick up the Mirana. I mean, the bans that you missed, POTM's Up banned out the Razor and the Death Prophet, and then Nigma banned out the Brew and the Silencer.
Okay, pretty standard bans, I think.
So we're going to get a look at where Nigma's thinking their cores are going to go here. Maybe pick up a mid or a safe lane. We'll see.
Yeah, and coming out from POTM's Up, that could have been a block pick with that Mirana. They don't want to have Bane Mirana in their disrupting their carry's farm, so that could have been a defensive pick in POTM's Up favor.
Yeah, but Bottoms Up's got to play Bottom, right? I mean, I think this is the first time they've actually played her in the tournament. I'm kind of scared.
That's a true point. Who knows what could happen? All hell could break loose.
That's got to be a farming Wraith King, you would think. Doubt he's going mid, and just don't see the carry potential of Bane or Shadow Shaman, and Tidehunter's so good in the off lane. So I'm guessing he's going safe lane.
Yeah, that could be the only logical thing. I mean, you could put Shaman at mid and have support Wraith King, but who's gonna be your carry besides that? You already have. Even Shaman, if he gets a lot out of mid, it's not like he can turn into that hard-clicking right-clicking late-game carry. My apologies, I'm stuttering a little bit here. But I think I got my point across.
Yeah, absolutely. So Nigma's going to be looking for, I'm guessing, a mid next. So we'll see what they ban here. I would assume you'd ban a mid, maybe a TA, maybe an OD. Let's see. Who else do you think would be good to ban?
Well, seeing as I can't see butt riders bans, so I'm just gonna have to assume. Let's see, against the Viper mid, I'm gonna assume here.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
OD is always a very scary hero to play against as an agi mid carry, but maybe something like a Puck, because Puck always throws Witch Doctor off if Witch Doctor's trying to channel his ult and Puck Dream Coils or silences, his ult is done. And I think you said that which team banned out Silencer? Because Global Silence also cancels his ulti when he's channeling it, which is kind of scary, and it does the same for Bane also.
Nigma actually banned it. Bottoms just did ban the TA, so she's not going to be there, and Nigma follows that up with a ban of Rubik, so we're going to see where Bottom's going with their 5th pick right here. I'm guessing Faceless Void off lane, Witch Doctor Mirana, and a 3rd for his tri-lane. We'll see who they decide to go with. Of course, Mirana could be farmer. She could be your farming safe lane, so we'll see what they go with this last pick.
Yeah, I'm gonna assume that it's a mid. Mirana's not put mid too often. And then Viper could be the carry or the mid, so their picks are pretty flexible right now from bottoms up. They can kind of choose what they want and work with their current draft and what was banned.
I would say Mirana is probably one of the most flexible heroes in the game. Oh, there's the Shadow Demon. Oh, wow. So Mirana is going to be a core. Shadow Demon, Witch Doctor, Mirana, tri-lane. That's going to be right for some kills if they can land that combination.
Yeah, that's a very scary combo, and it's surprisingly easy how simple it is to hit a Disrupt Sacred Arrow combination and just get a 5-second arrow and so much damage out. And when you're an early game squishy offlaner, you're just gonna get blown up. Even a Tidehunter with a Kraken Shell, he has to really.
Sorry, somebody was calling me on Skype. There's that Puck.
It's okay. Not to worry. And that is indeed a last pick.
I feel like we got a few things right. Now, what's interesting is we thought that, or you thought that maybe that Mirana was a counter pick to the Bane, but then they end up getting a Shadow Demon, so they've kind of altered their draft for the other team, but ended up with a really good combo. So let's see how that works out for them.
Yeah, with that evasion pick of Bane Mirana, they ended up getting something pretty impressive themselves. So, smart thinking from bottoms up. However, I am scared of how much disable Nigma Stole My Bike has in their draft. The potential to just completely lock down an enemy carry with Wraith Fire Blast, Nightmare, Fiend's Grip, Ravage, Dream Coil, Shackles, Hex. It's a lot of lockdown.
Yeah. Do you want to introduce the team? I'll take the other one.
Okay, I will introduce Bottoms Up. So on the dire side, bottoms up, we have Nerasmus running the mid Viper. We have Never Go Full Retard running the support Shadow Shaman. Picking up an early dust, maybe we'll see some rotation into the enemy jungle as 5 are grouping at bot lane. On the hard carry Faceless Void, or yes, hard carry Void, we have, I'm not even going to try and pronounce that name.
Kuchikawa.
Yeah. And then
someone hasn't played Persona.
Kuchikawa, is that simple? I'm sorry,
Persona 4.
I'll be honest. And it looks like Void is Void is standing at mid, maybe just to save the Viper's block. And we have Target on the Mirana roaming with Shadow Demon right now into the enemy jungle. They might run into 3 here.
Okay, we got over on Nigma Stole My Bike, we've got Hand Banana on the Shadow Shaman. We got Chazzy on the offlane Tidehunter. We've got the Nick on Bane. We have NSMB, I'm guessing New Super Mario Brothers, Buster Blade. And we got Seven Toes on the mid puck. So, not a whole lot. There was some early movement in the enemy jungle for bottoms up, but they've got a ward down, and that's probably all they're going to get out of it.
Yeah, and it's interesting if you look here, this Void is setting up to go mid, and Viper is setting up to go top, so they're going to be pulling an aggro try here. I'm not sure how I didn't spot that out earlier. It was kind of obvious with their combination, but it's going to be tri-lane versus tri-lane, and then an off-lane Viper versus this offlane Tidehunter. And Bane is going to get disrupted. An arrow, that is a 5-second arrow. Witch Doctor is going to come in here, throw the cask, and Mirana will probably finish him off with a few right clicks, and Witch Doctor will secure the kill. There's going to be some right clicks coming out, and a Wraith Fire Blast from the Wraith King, and he might go down also if he can get the disruption off in 5 seconds. And the arrow's fired, but will miss, and Wraith King will wobble away with under 100 health.
Yeah, I missed the arrow combination, but if that second arrow hit right there, they would have had a double kill out of that. What I was thinking about was I was looking at mid, and sending Faceless mid prevents him from getting anchor smashed to death by Tidehunter and like hurting his last hit. So it's kind of smart to send Viper in the safe lane on this one.
Yeah, I agree. That's something I was discussing with a friend, the offlane to a Tidehunter, but sometimes you just gotta send the Void mid.
I know I saw Navi run Void mid a couple times with who was it?
The disruption's gonna come out with an arrow, and the arrow's going to miss. With the Soul Catcher on him, he would have been long gone. He's still going to go down. The Witch Doctor's going to land the cask and get a few lucky bounces there, and he is off the map now.
The arrow was a little bit late, but they were still able to pick up that kill there.
Yeah. And if you look at the mid lane right now, it's pretty even between this Puck and the Faceless Void, and Void has actually managed to harass Puck down to a little bit less than half life here. And Void is sitting at a pretty comfortable 400 HP. He's going to go in, and the Phase Shift will come out pretty quickly. He's going to get one bash on. He's going to get silenced up, and Disruptor and Witch Doctor are here. And Puck is going to get the Illusory Orb out, so he'll be okay there.
Well played by Puck to get out of that. That's just wasted time for bottoms up.
Yeah, that was a very smart move from him, throwing out that Illusory Orb the moment he saw the supports rotating in through mid. And Target is alone here. He's going to get shackled up and nightmared. The Wraith Fire Blast will come out, and he should be able to leap away and be okay. The Brain Sap will come out, but not quite enough PR damage to finish him off.
A little bit of missed timing on their skills there. With the Shackle, probably would have held a little bit longer, but he nightmared him out of it. And then, so he's losing the timing on that.
He threw that Nightmare out pretty quickly after the Shackles went down, so a little bit of a miscommunication on Nigma Stole My Bike.
Not to say he would have gone down anyway, because I mean, he got out with a little more health than I thought he was going to.
Yeah, that leap it's pretty good. You get that bonus movement speed, so the Wraith Fire Blast slow is not too effective against that Mirana when she has leap up. what we are seeing is just total domination of top lane by Viper. He has 18 CS compared to Tidehunter's 6, so Tidehunter is getting zoned pretty hard here. He just can't get in close enough to land those anchor smashes, and he's even just put 2 levels in Kraken Shell to try and get rid of the Viper slow. And it looks like Target could be in a little bit of trouble here. He's going to leap away right into the shackles of Shaman. Witch Dog's going to throw out his cask and finish the kill there. Mirana. And that looks like Shadow Demon will pick up a kill onto Wraith King. Very nicely done from the Butt Riders. I'm just going to accidentally call them that so many times. But from bottoms up, that was a beautiful kill.
We might as well just call them Butt Riders and then at the end of the game say, they were actually bottoms up. Yeah, I think in that fight, like...
they are bottoms up.
Yeah, bottoms up went in, and I think Nigma should have just been happy with getting out without dying, but instead they tried to turn it. And at that point... Viper's
going on Tidehunter at top lane right now, and he will get the kill. With the Viper strike and a few right clicks, Tidehunter will go down.
Yeah, I was going to comment earlier that it was good with, I believe it's Kraken Shell for Tide. He can get out of that slow from Viper quick, so he shouldn't have much problem up there, but I guess I was wrong.
Yeah, well, Viper already has phase boots up, and so that's giving him a lot of damage. Add that on to Nether Toxin, and just the right clicks from Viper are going to be nuking this Tide down, so...
That's the one thing me and my friend...
Viper's sitting on about 800 gold,
I was just going to say the one thing that me and my friend have noticed about this tournament is the teams that last hit well are winning. Gotta practice your last hits.
Yeah, it's true. Really, the teams that know how to farm and efficiently farm also, because someone can get 100 last hits in 20 minutes in lane, which is great, but the moment the game goes a little bit later, they completely forget how to CS, and they don't farm jungles efficiently. They have 5 people standing in a lane for 3 minutes, and efficiency comes really into play at even just
going on mid.
This higher level tier of Dota compared to... Oh yeah, it looks like Puck threw a Dream Coil out there to protect himself, I'm assuming.
Yeah, and he got away with Illusory Orb, but they tried to get in. Oh!
And that'll be another kill at bot lane for the... That'll be another kill at bot for Witch Doctor here.
This is really disastrous for him. Witch Doctor's got quite a few kills already. He's already got his arcane boots up. He's going to be heading into Ags, probably. I'm guessing he's their more farming support, so if he can get that Ags up at any time, that'll just be so huge.
And if you look, Witch Doctor's actually the 4th highest net worth right now. And he's sitting on 3 kills, no deaths, and 2 assists, so he is very happy as a Witch Doctor. He has money for wards, arcane boots, everything you could imagine. And Viper will be picking up basically half of a mechanism. He got the chainmail for the buckler and the headdress right now, so he'll have all the regen he needs, and there's going to be a nightmare thrown onto Shadow Demon, and there's 4 at bot right now. The arrow's going to come through, it's going to land onto Bane, and the Starfall will do a hefty amount of damage. Shadow Demon will finish him off with a few right clicks, and that's another loss for Naga Stole My Bike, and no losses at all for Bottoms Up.
Man, you want to talk about bounces on that cast. It bounced off of, I can't remember which hero it bounced off, but it went into the jungle creeps and came back out. So he's getting some pretty good bounces on that cast so far this game.
Yeah, that's some nice, definitely some nice RNG to finish off the kills, and he also just picked up his level 6. So that is going to just be an obscene amount of damage coming out when Void and Witch Doctor decide to team up. They'll be tearing people apart.
The only saving grace for their team right now for Nigma is that Puck is actually 3rd in net worth right now. The rest of the team is the bottom 4. So Puck's doing okay, but is just one Puck going to be enough? Ravage was used in that fight
Puck
bottom.
Just finished his treads. It looks like Puck just finished his treads, and there's going to be a wrap around. Shadow Demon's going to imprison him, he's going to phase shift out, but he's going to get instant bashed, and the Chrono, and the Death Ward. That is one dead Puck. And it looks like Viper's going to be going on Tidehunter at top lane. He's going to throw out the Viper Strike. Ravage is already used, so he's just going to be right-click down here. He might get away. The Kraken Shell's going to cleanse off the slow, and he'll make it out alive with 45 health points to his name. Shadow Demon will also be picking up his Arc Boots here. He's almost level 6, and that Purge is going to be very strong against some heroes. It's not purged off by Kraken Shell, so he's going to go down very quickly. 3 heroes right now in this Radiant Fountain, and it looks like Shadow Shaman's also in a bit of trouble. Disruption, arrow to fly, the Soul Catcher, a few right clicks, and he is falling down. This Mirana has 1 kill and 5 assists, while between them the supports have 6 kills and about 5 assists, so it's looking very good for Bottoms Up right now. They have complete lane domination. Their 2 carries are on the top of the CS chart. The Mirana is 4th on the CS chart with about 26 CS. And it is just not looking too good for Nigma Stole My Bike right now. It's going to be another arrow landing on the Wraith King. He's only level 4. The Soul Catcher will land. Puck is going to jump in. Silence 3. But there's not too much he can do. He can land a 3-man Dream Coil. He's just going to get purged. And then the Nightmare is going to come out onto Shadow Shaman. And Puck is going to walk away with about 200 health. He's going to throw the Dream Coil, or he's going to throw the Orb out. Mirana is going to aggressively jump in, and the Witch Doctor cast, the Shadow Demon Dust will come through, and that's an unstoppable streak for Witch Doctor right now. He has 1,300 gold. He's going to have that Ags quicker than anyone could imagine he's going to have it. That is 1 farmed Witch Doctor. They might as well switch him to the 1 position right now, because he's farming better than anyone else with those kills. Wraith King is barely level 4 against this level 8 Faceless Void. Void is just going to harass him down with 2 right clicks, take away a quarter of his health. This is just a very, very sad Wraith King. The Chrono's going to go out. He's not even going to hit the tower. He doesn't care. He's going to right-click him down with about 4 clicks.
That's the important thing with Void, is every time you use Chrono early game, you get a kill, because you're trying so hard, desperately to get your Mask of Madness, usually if you're running off lane, just so you can catch up and farm. Oh, and Tidehunter goes down to Viper again. Yeah,
Viper dove him almost past the tier 2 at top lane, and he's going to try and hijack the creep wave, but that probably isn't what he wanted to do, so they're just going to wander back up to the tower.
That's what an early mech can do for you.
And we see some more grouping from Bottoms Up at bot lane here. The Disruption's going to come out, the Leap, the Starstorm, the Death Ward, and that is a dominating streak for this Shadow Demon. The supports are just picking up all of the kills right now. Unfortunately, this Mirana is rather poor, but I don't think they care. They're absolutely dominating. He's still 2nd in the net worth charts. Shadow Demon's going to go onto the Shadow Shaman. He's going to throw out his ulti. He's going to throw out some dust. And he's going to disrupt him and more than likely get the kill. He's Soul Catcher. He's just going to finish off with the Shadow Poison activate. And that's going to be the first kill on the board. Tidehunter is going to pick up a mega kill streak. Shout out to Steven Verdicts. Just from Kujikawa over here, he wants to say, how's it going, guys? And not sure who you guys are, but have a good day.
Void really close to going down mid, probably for tapping.
And this Mirana is going to be pushing the bot tower. Target has surprisingly top or 2nd to the CS charts, and he has 1 kill. It's going to look like here. He has 1 kill and 8 assists, so that assist gold adds up pretty quickly.
That Chrono is coming off cooldown right now, so let's see if they try to use it. Looks like they're heading down into the jungle.
The double damage rune on Void. He's just gonna time walk here. That double damage is going to take down this level 5 Wraith King so quickly. No idea what hit him. Shadow Shaman's gonna quickly run away. Void has his Chrono up. He has 5 seconds until time walk. And Disruption's gonna come out onto the Bane, and they're gonna finish him off. They have 3 here. 1 cask will make enough time for this Void. He's gonna get a first hit bash. What a lucky son of a bitch.
RNG's is over
and
here.
2 Shadow Poison stacks on him. He had very little health there, but Witch Doctor is able to throw the last right click on. As Viper takes top tower as well, so let's take a look at the gold graph here, and it is already 10,000 gold in Bottoms Up favor.
Like that 12.
And about 11,000 XP in their favor, so yeah, it's highly unlikely that even if they don't have too much of a late game lineup either, and they're not farming well, so the odds are that Nigma is going to have a very difficult, if not impossible, time coming back from this deficit.
Looks like Shadow Demon attempting to stack the Radiant Ancients, but that's not going to happen. He hit a little too early.
Yeah. He pulled it out a little bit too early, so yeah, exactly what you said. They wandered back in there at the 14-minute mark. It's 14 minutes in with a 10,000 gold lead and 11,000 XP lead. Shadow Shaman doesn't have snakes yet. Tidehunter's only level 9. Viper's just going to throw out the Viper Strike. He might be in some trouble here if he decides to go. The Ravage is up and he's going to get hexed, but they're not going to risk it. They don't want this Tidehunter to die more than he has been already. He's sitting on Arcane Boots and just a normal Stout Shield, so not too much that he can do there. Mid lane is going to get pushed by these illusions, and Witch Doctor is even going to take the last hit on this tower, so...
Well, they're just kind of hanging out.
These supports are so rich. A 7-0 Witch Doctor.
Yeah, having a Viper pick up the mech, it's something I just started realizing about Do. Like, because I used to think, you know, supports, oh, there he goes again. Viper with another kill.
Yeah, getting another kill, and he probably could have killed that Tidehunter also if he saw him, but luckily he used the fog to his advantage and jumped away.
This Viper is getting large. All 5 heroes from bottoms up are topping the net worth chart.
That is just horrifying. I mean, the fact that this puck is 3,200 gold is surprising. He got more or less shut down at midline by Void, which is really surprising to me. And that's going to just be another tower adding on to this gold lead. The Ravage is going to come out and a 3-man Dream Coil, but Void is going to jump in there. He's going to get instantly silenced and Fiend's Gripped. Shadow Demon is going to disrupt himself. And it looks like this is going to be a nice ulti from this, nice ulti from Witch Doctor. It's going to take down Bane and proc the Wraith King ult. And Viper's just going to right-click away, and that's going to be a team wipe. And GG called by Nigma Stole My Bike. What a just perfectly played game from Bottoms Up. They're on a roll this tournament. They're a very scary team.
Yeah, they haven't lost yet. We've got to play them tomorrow. I'm not really excited about that, but we'll see what we can do. Yeah, after that fight he had his Ags. He was 100 away from it before that fight begun. He didn't even have Ag Scepter. He still killed 4 with his ult. So after he got Ags, I don't see anything changing in that game. So it was right to go ahead and just call it.
And if you look at the, I'm not sure if this is a bug, but if you look at the gold and XP charts, it's just a flat line in Bottoms Up favor. They were 20,000 gold up, and they were about 17,000 XP up at 16 minutes, so it was a smart decision for them to call GG, because there was no coming back from that.
Absolutely. They just from the very beginning with that Mirana Shadow Demon draft, that just turned into so many kills early game. Aggressive try was the right decision, getting kills. I mean, I can't say much else. They just kind of took it to them.
Yep, I gotta agree with you. So I'm gonna hop out of the lobby here before it auto kicks it.
Alright. Don't know if my stream was working, but thanks you guys for checking it out. It was working, but thanks you guys for checking it out.